So what's your name?
My name's Chloe.
And what are you studying?
I'm studying media at RMIT.
Media and communication at RMIT.
Media at RMIT.
Interesting. My name is Seth and I also go to RMIT. In the past year I've learned so much, and in this video I'm sharing it with you. 4 goals. 4 goals. At the start of the year I set 4 goals to help me improve dramatically, and they've made me succeed. My life is amazing, I have good grades, and my work has gotten so much better. Goal number 1? Find friends. Oh, this is a thumbnail. Friends are the lifeblood of uni. They know when assignments are, where the food is, but more importantly, they're passionate. Take Artie. Every time I talk to him, he's watching something new. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Mulholland Drive, 10 Things I Hate About You. He has an encyclopedic knowledge of film, drawn from his passion. That is a very important aspect.
If I go all the way to the surface, I'm gonna get side tongue action, and then it gets really tough.
Well, here, let me do this. I could.
My room. It's where I spend the majority of the day. Maybe that just paints me as lazy. I do go outside, but my room, I have this strange relationship with my room. My dad even calls me room boy sometimes, and I'm not even kidding. He didn't stretch his comedic muscles there much. It's too small with a bed too big. It's often cluttered, more than often. It's abnormal if my room isn't cluttered. Every inch of the space is a whole lot of me. But I think it oddly lacks personality sometimes. At least I don't think there's enough on display. A few quotes, sure.
By having, Artie as a friend, I'm able to see how he sees things. I learn his cinematography, and I was able to use that to improve my own. Yep, Garrels. Yeah.
I need to go.
Yeah.
But that's not. I have to ask you because I know you don't want me to. Are you actually okay?
And when I'm too lazy, to implement the skills myself, I can literally ask him to help me on sets. As I got to know him, I learnt his styles and skills, and I became a better consumer. And the act of finding friends is literally an industry skill. I have more friends than just Artie.
Location Royal Melbourne. Scene Theo conversation. Take 5.
What is there to be said about the last 3 months? What did I learn from my first semester? I could leave it at a simple answer. Maybe I just learned how different my color correction techniques look when I moved from photography to videography. Maybe I just got comfortable shooting piece to camera. But not in this video, obviously. Or maybe all that changed is that I got a DSLR and I'm using it to pretend my videography got better. But I'd be lying if I said I could just leave it at that. Uncomfortable filmmaking looks fun because that stuff about subverting expectations sounds psychological,
What if it's an excuse to just put one scene in the middle of another? Like, mid-sentence.
I missed the point earlier about why I'm making media. Asking those questions made me lose sight of what's right in front of me. Before this year, I didn't get much exposure to other media students. So when this year gave me the chance to work with new people, I got to see how they think differently.
For every friend that I have, I'm always picking up something new from watching them do their craft. It's actually really amazing. That's literally an industry skill. Like, I've been asked to work on my friend's sets. And I can go if I want to, and if I do go, I can pick up an insane amount of things just by being on set and watching them practice. It's amazing. Having friends means that you have more opportunities to learn. It means that you like the people that you're learning from, and it means that you can do whatever you want and eat food and go out clubbing. I hate clubbing. Previously, when I was making a film or a video, I would talk to my friends, but they wouldn't have this connection talk about specific things I could do to make it better. But by having friends who create videos to talk about strategies, types of retention, film artists, and it creates a deeper level of engagement with the task. It means that I'm not thinking about things and I'm not working on skills on a surface level. I can understand things in ways that I never have before. Do you have any tips?
I would say it is okay to not completely conform to structure, because no matter what the people say, like, oh, this is how it is, like, oh, this is how they do it in the industry, but it's okay to not be exactly like how they do it in the industry. But sometimes you'll get an instinct when you have a project or something, and you have to indulge in it and just indulge in the instinct, and it's okay because you know yourself best.
Goal number 2, Maslow's hammer. If you have a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. It's talking about variety. Media is about flexible problem solving. You can have all these skills, but if you don't know how to use them, it's not really valuable. Like, half of learning is about practice. I've made YouTube videos for 3 to 4 years. Starting from March 2020, I used to make Minecraft videos every week.
I'm actually scared.
And I got really good, really quick.
Oh my god! Oh no!
I found Dream's address. Yes, the dude with 12 million subscribers. You see, I'm not even lying. If you're watching this, you might as well subscribe. It is literally free, it takes no time out of your day, and you'll get to see my future uploads, which will be a lot better than this. Welcome to the solved mystery of Dream's address. But as life got in the way, I stagnated, stopped recording and uploading, and I got a lot worse. So this time last year, I set a goal. Upload 1 video every 2 weeks. It doesn't matter how bad they are, I just wanted to upload. I've gotten way better. And it's not just because of like individual camera work, individual angles, it's about me mashing it all together. When I had to make a short film, these skills helped, right? A lot. But making a short film was completely different because I had to think about things and plan them out in very detailed ways. My videos, even though I make them every 2 weeks, come easy to me because they're autobiographical. Through making different mediums and different genres of text, it basically made my process so much more efficient. And it's not just a media skill like camera and filming. I literally applied it to the essays that I started writing. At the start of the year, my essays were really flat and they didn't go into much detail. Spending more time researching and planning, because that's a skill I picked up during media, I was able to completely rework my ideas because I struggle with expression a lot. Number 3. Oh wait, no, this is actually... Get a job. I'm very lucky to have a job that I love. I work in retail / customer service, which grounds me with the community, but the shop that I work at caters to artists. So every time I talk to them, I'm always like talking about their approach to film, media, art in general. Practice makes perfect, you know, all that stuff, right? On one hand, I get a lot of money, which is really nice, but on the other hand, having a job actually means that I can not think about work all the time. Because media is a skill and a passion, and something I'm studying, right? One of my main worries going into school was that, oh, okay, I'm gonna be studying something that I love, so I'm probably gonna get bored of it, which wasn't the case, but at first it definitely was.
I didn't take the rest of his followers.
Are you a human? Wait, Chloe. Right, because I would spend so much looking at it as a form of education and as a science rather than exploring it in the way that I love. Having a job let me discuss it with people who I didn't even know about in a casual capacity. That aspect of being connected to a community isn't just found through a job. You can find it in university clubs, you know, parties, anything. But having a job means that you have a consistent access to it. Also, the money is very, very good because the more money you have, the longer you can stay out with your friends. Literally, like, if you don't have money, like, you can't spend any time in the city. I'm always buying something useless, like grilled burgers.
I do like this.
Talking specifically about the film industry, right? Half of having a media job is being able to find it, right? I talked about it earlier, but my friends kept on asking me to work on their sets because they knew a very limited number of people and they didn't trust any of them. Having a job let me build those professional skills of forming connections, explaining my skills in a professional capacity, and making myself presentable, I guess. Do you have any tips for anyone starting their first year?
I think not putting too much pressure on yourself because everyone is trying to learn.
Pacing yourself. At the end of the day, media isn't something that you just study, right? It's something that you experience, that you're always doing. You know, you're going out, you look at an advertisement, and you'll get to a point where you just can't stop thinking about how it's made. A media degree is still a degree. You have assignments and readings, and while you might not need everything to pass, you will need to do work. At the start of the year, I read 80 pages of content a week, and at the start of this semester, I only read 60. When I got to the last 4 weeks of this semester, I read no pages of additional content because I did all my reading at the start, and I was able to form such a large base of knowledge that I could like do little connections to. And I could spend more time having breaks, playing Spider-Man PS5, and just relaxing in general. There's no point in learning 100 skills if you're only going to remember like 10. And in media, there is a lot of pressure to become a jack of all trades, but you don't need that. But you can't do any of that if you burn out. A lot of people race to the finish line because they can only imagine becoming the best within 3 years. But the fact is, it's a craft. And it doesn't just stop when you graduate. It's almost like a form of living. So the best way to beat school is to love it. Do you have any regrets?
No, because I feel like people ask me this and I give like a boring answer, but I feel like every single decision I've made, you can learn from. So it's all a part of the process of growth. So I don't think I have regrets, because then like I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, that was something I would have done differently now, but the way I did it then was because that was the person I was then.
Yo, this lighting, I actually don't like this lighting. I'm gonna be completely honest, I feel like a fraud. Like, you shouldn't be trusting me right now, because full disclaimer, I'm a bit of a wild card. Like, sometimes I'll do well, sometimes I won't. And I've been straight up lying to you. I haven't mentioned that it's only been my first year at university. I've been lying to you, yep. But the reason why I'm lying is because I have so much confidence, and I think that I really have won at school. You know what I mean? I'm doing a degree I love, I have friends, I have family. My life is amazing right now. And I think I will succeed. And I think if you want to, see if I do, subscribe. Because I will prove you right. I'll prove this video right.